Thank you, Senator. Next to Senator Wyden.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you very much for all of your help and assistance, particularly with this concept that I've worked on for almost a decade, the question of bonding. And we've talked around this issue repeatedly this afternoon, but I think it's clear that the model that the country has used in transportation for years and years and years, the gas tax, is one that has profound limits. And I've been very appreciative of the comments I heard Senator Enzi, Senator Coburn, and others talking about how they're willing to build on it. And I think at the same time, I think all of us understand there aren't going to be any rallies outside our office with this kind of economy saying, please raise the gas tax. So what we've got to do is we've got to find politically acceptable ways to generate additional revenue for the infrastructure that we all know needs to go forward. I thought we had a pretty good approach in the Recovery Act with Build America bonds. It was a bipartisan approach. $181 billion worth of Build America bonds were sold, 30 times more than anyone projected. A number of my colleagues had concerns about that. So I went back to the drawing board, and particularly with Senator Hoeven, what we have done is come up with a new approach, tax credit bonds that have been backed by the laborers, an important union group, and also by Doug Holtz-Eakin. And I would just ask, Mr. Chairman, if Doug Holtz-Eakin's statement on behalf of TRIPS bonds could be made a part of the record.
No problem with that. Without objection.
And the only other point that I'd want to make is that this approach that now has support of labor folks and people like Doug Holtz-Eakin using tax credit bonds, where the tax credit is based on the market rather than government, and uses the states, so it's not run from Washington, D.C., I hope can be part of the effort as we look ahead. I think Chairman Baucus is spot on that we are going to have to find a way to deal with this issue in terms of the big challenge. I think what we've seen from the last 5 years is well-targeted bonds, particularly ones that use tax credits that have been able to unite conservatives and progressives, can be part of that solution. Mr. Chairman, I thank you as well for making the TRIPS bonds a part of your mark this afternoon.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Rockefeller.